Pickin. I'm Mama Steph here with my friend Jeff Autry. Hey, Jeff.
Hi.
And we are here to take a look at some of the things that Jeff has picked at yard sales and auctions and all those good places that kind of relate to the kitchen in this instance. So he said he thinks 4 things today for us. So we're going to kick it off with number 1. What do we have today?
Okay, first I need you to tell me what this is, and then I'll go into a little bit after that.
Okay, it's dual. Oh no, is there a divider in there?
No, I don't think there's a divider.
Okay, it's just a design.
Yeah.
Well, I would probably say this was something like a flour shaker, but the holes are so tiny.
Flour or
powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar, that's what I thought.
Yeah, like you could do this to put powdered sugar on, pancakes or beignets or just whatever you might be baking or cooking. Yeah, little tiny holes. So I don't know, maybe powdered sugar would be more suited than flour because flour is kind of big. It's got bigger particles. So I like that the holes are in a star shape. That's kind of, some of those little touches like that. This is just a little plastic shaker, but they said, hey, let's make it a pattern instead of just random holes.
On the bottom, in the tiniest print ever made, it says British Hong Kong.
British Hong Kong. Wow.
So that's what got me interested in it. That's a pretty vintage piece.
Yeah. So what year do you think?
Well, when was Hong Kong British? That was like,
I don't remember. It's been
80s at least, wasn't it?
It's been too long since I took world history. I only know what's happening today. But this is so yeah, it looks 70s just because the color, 70s or 80s with all the neutrals and warm colors they chose then. But now it's all back in style, so this color works for every kitchen. Yeah,
we couldn't find a comp on it. But like I said, so that says 50 cents on the price, but it was actually half off day. So we got it for a quarter.
You got it for a quarter.
So why not?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's that old, it sure has held up well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe it didn't get used very much, but they even made a nice shape for the handle. I like that, the decorative touches are still there even on an inexpensive piece. You don't always see that now, but they did a nice job on that one. I would imagine that they're probably out there somewhere, little salt and pepper shakers that match that. So here we are with a nice little Pyrex look.
Yeah.
Is this after Pyrex was acquired?
Corel.
Corel. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Corel. And so Corel is the almost unbreakable, right?
Right. We're not going to test it.
No, but I mean, I have seen a piece of Corel break, but you have to do it really hard to make that happen. So like if you slammed it onto a tile floor, it might break, but just in general, droppage is not going to hurt this thing. And this one looks older. I don't remember when Corel was introduced. I don't remember. Well, let's see. Corningware owns Corel, correct? Isn't that how it is, I believe?
Yes.
And this is one of those older designs that you would have seen on Corningware.
Yeah, that's the butterfly gold.
Yes.
And we're used to seeing the plates are not that, I mean, they're pretty common, but this is the platter, which we've never seen before.
Yeah, I haven't seen a platter like this either.
We decided to get that.
Yes. I like the look of it, and I like that it's that harvesty color. And yeah, it looks nice. So you paid... well, it's marked 14.
Yeah, we got a half price.
So 7. So they knew they had something special here.
I guess. Miss Picker just got a little ambitious, I think.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Well, it's an unusual piece. So you may find somebody that's really been looking for this that you can, that'll come along and find it on eBay or wherever. And there you go. That's nice. I like that. I like that it's in such perfect condition. Corel is hard to kill. It's like a Toyota, hard to kill. My friend Lisa used to say Toyotas are impossible to kill. She drove a Corolla forever. Oh, look at this little guy. Okay, so what is that?
If there any branding on it, but go ahead.
What is that? What is that design? Oh, they're geese. Sorry, the little blue was so light that I could barely see it, but I'll hold it right here for the camera. So this is a nice glass style cutting board. You can see the geese actually better on camera than just like glaring lights that I'm seeing it in. So you can see the outline. This makes me feel like it was late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, for sure.
Geese were the big thing. I don't know how that happened, but everybody suddenly wanted country geese. A lot of them would have little bows or little hats. I bet a lot of y'all listening remember that era, and some of you may still have those pieces in your house because you just still love them. And they're very cute and very homey. And I remember I got married in 1990, and we were given a few pieces that had geese on them. I don't still have them though. I guess I got tired of them somewhere along the way, or either broke it or something.
So tell me about glass being used as a cutting board.
Well, I don't love it, honestly, and I'll tell you why. It can dull your knife when you cut into it. Yeah. So if you're cutting bread, not so bad because the bread knife is serrated and you can kind of control it better when you're cutting through bread. But if you're chopping vegetables on that hard thing all the time, it can dull your knife blades. So I don't ever use a glass one. But there are other ways to use this, like rolling out biscuit dough or something you could do easily on glass. Or you could just have it for the decorative effect of the 90s cuteness. And of course, 90s is the big thing right now. Everybody loves the 90s. Let me hold that up for the camera. Everybody loves the 90s, and everything that was cool then is coming back. What is that sticker on the bottom? Oh, it's faded so much you can't read it. That's the original sticker. You just can't see what it says anymore.
So is it pretty much, is that a vintage thing, glass cutting boards? Do you not see that as often?
No, you can still get them here and there. They're just not nearly as popular. People shifted to plastic, the harder plastic, and to bamboo and other types of wood. I prefer wood, mostly because it doesn't damage my knives. And when you spend money on good knives, you just don't want to have to keep sending them off to be sharpened.
Glass is probably easier to clean though, isn't it? You don't have to worry about that, the meat soaking into the
It's not
wood.
porous, exactly.
Right.
Wood will draw in the bacteria to the center of it. I have read, but I still don't like to put raw meat on my wood. So I have a big, this size plastic one that I use for meat, and I don't put other stuff on that. So, yeah, that's really cute. That's a nice little vintage piece because it reminds me of when I first got married back in the 90s. What a time.
Now, I'm not positive this is for the kitchen, but you tell me.
Oh, well, sure, it could be. That is so pretty. My goodness, it almost looks hand-painted ceramic, like somebody made this, but does it have a maker's mark on the bottom?
I don't know. Oh, this is handmade. It's got initials in it. 1982.
That's what I thought. I thought it looked handmade. So and the reason I know that is that my grandmother and my mom, and eventually my sister and myself, got into ceramics in the 80s. No, in the 70s actually. When I think about it, late 70s, we were still little kids, and we would take a piece of green ceramic ware that would be unbaked, and you could paint it how you wanted it, put a glaze on it, and then they would put it in the kiln. You know the process. But yeah, this would be so pretty with some hydrangeas poking out of the top of it. That's what I would do. I would use it as a vase because it's just so pretty. It's just graceful and it's happy. Look, can you imagine some nice tall sunflowers coming out with that pretty yellow trim? How fun is that?
To me, it looks like one of those things where, like, a wash basin or something where you have a bunch of water, you don't have running water, and you use that to...
Yeah, that's probably the original intent of this. And I'm surprised that the neck is so narrow. Usually you see a little bit wider neck, but it's just a design choice they made with this mold that they were using to pour it. Oh my goodness, I love it. They did a good job of sanding down all the seams and everything. It just looked really pretty. So, so it said the date. You said the 80s?
1982.
1982. That is so pretty. I love that. I just love a handmade piece. And people don't get into ceramics the way they used to. I know art students do, they still do all that stuff. But when I was a kid, it was a hobby that a lot of people did. And we had a ceramics shop in our little neighboring town. It was like 10 minutes away, owned by a lady named Inez. It was called Inez Sunshine Ceramics.
Okay.
Yeah, and so that's where we would make all our stuff. We made Christmas decorations. I made a big doorstop white Persian cat with green eyes. So ceramics is fun, and now I wish I could go do some.
Yeah, my grandma
I think TJC does classes.
Got into that, and I remember she had a big old bullfrog.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Did she keep it outside or inside?
It was inside. I think I crashed into it on something, riding something, and broke the foot off of it.
Yes, many pieces were broken. My grandmother made a set of bowls that looked like heads of cabbage, and a few of those got broken, but I think my sister has one left that our Grammy made. So ceramics, that's a happy memory for me. I love it. And now I'm going to look into who's doing ceramics classes, because I want to get back into it now that you showed me this, Jeff. So glad you brought that. Now, what was the price on this?
Well, it says 15, and I think we probably did pay 15 for it.
Okay.
I don't think we got this on half price day.
Yes, that is so pretty. I mean, if I found this at a yard sale, I would definitely use it in my house and put sunflowers in it, or zinnias, or just whatever long-stemmed flower poking out the top would be beautiful. So those are fun finds. You just really took me down memory lane to the 80s and 90s.